adapted became far more dangerous. They learned to conserve energy, to lean rather than swing, to use their weight as a tool rather than a burden. Clinches became weapons. Pressure became constant. Rings felt smaller than ever as opponents were pinned, smothered, and drained. Watching those fights was suffocating in its own way, a slow grind instead of a sudden collapse. But even in those moments of control, danger lurked. Giants carried power that didn't need wind-up. A short punch, a lazy-looking hook, could still shut everything off. That's what kept audiences hooked. Control never meant safety. Dominance never meant the fight was over. Everyone in the building understood that one mistake could erase everything that came before. Corners played a bigger role than they do today. Trainers shouted desperately, trying to manage chaos with words. Some knew when to pull the plug, saving their fighters from themselves. Others hesitated, letting pride or hope stretch situations further than they should have gone. Those decisions became part of the legend, debated long after the final bell. The visuals from that era still hit hard. Grainy footage of massive bodies collapsing. Slow-motion replays of jaws snapping back. Rings shaking under the weight of fallen giants. Even the imperfections add to the power. It doesn't feel curated. It feels stolen, like you're watching something you weren't supposed to see so clearly. And the fighters themselves carried those nights with them. Some faded into obscurity, remembered only through clips shared online years later. Others leveraged the chaos into lasting fame, becoming cult heroes of a time that no longer exists. But regardless of where they ended up, they were shaped by those moments. You don't walk away from fights like that unchanged. As rules tightened and matchmaking became more careful, giants slowly disappeared from main events. Not entirely, but the wild mismatches became rarer. The sport decided, collectively, that curiosity had limits, that spectacle needed boundaries, that safety mattered, and, in many ways, that decision saved careers and maybe lives. Still, when fans talk about what they miss, they rarely mention technique or rankings. They talk about feeling, about sitting on the edge of their seat, unsure whether they were about to witness brilliance or catastrophe. They talk about giants falling, about silence followed by shock, about moments that made them question